I got a bit of... Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I haven't actually uploaded a video in about 2 weeks now. So I just thought I would get this video out because it's very, very recent, it's very, very relevant, and I don't think I've done a proper like sit down video about this sort of topic before, so I just thought actually, why don't I do it now? It's gonna be quite a lot of me just coming up with thoughts and ideas and just shoving them all into a video. So if they are helpful, obviously don't forget to leave a comment, don't forget to leave a like on the video, and obviously share it with all of your friends and people that might be joining university or that it might benefit already for people that are already at university. Oh my god, I sound like I'm out of breath. So in this video, I am just going to be talking about the graduate fair that I went to literally today. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading or editing this video, but that will be a different story. But at the graduate fair today, I pretty much went on my own. Bumped into some of my other friends, some of my other course mates, but the main reason I wanted to go was just to see a variety of different opportunities, whether that be paid placements, unpaid work placements, potential job opportunities, graduate roles in or outside of the university, and I just wanted to sort of show my face. I signed up for a couple of things with my student email, I signed up for a couple of things with my actual email, so hopefully people can send me job offers. And obviously I have the job alerts turned on, so if anything sort of fits what I want to eventually go into, then hopefully I'll get some emails from that. I did get a couple of leaflets and flyers and stuff, and every time I go to any sort of fair, any sort of event or any sort of meeting, I do tend to collect a lot of paperwork and not actually use it afterwards, because for me, I'm a very online-y sort of person, so if they give me a link for a website, instead of taking that document, I will just be able to memorise that link, go to that website, and then fill out the application forms from there. But I decided this time I would actually have a couple of conversations with some of the other people from some of the organisations that were there. So they had things from the RAF to the Ministry of Service or something along the lines of that, Civil Service, Nottingham City Council, ASDA, Boohoo.com. So there was a massive variety of different opportunities available, whether that was paid, unpaid, or just extra experience. So one of the ones I collected is the Graduate Development Programme, which is actually at the university. So I think that is for graduates to continue working. So some of the quotes on the back, someone's just put, "It's the best way to develop is by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. This programme and job definitely gives me the chance to do that." Somebody else put, "Having the community of like-minded people who are all in the same boat as you is so beneficial to have." And somebody else put, "The programme is great because it's a great bridge between university and the workplace." So the Graduate Development Programme, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I think it's potential graduate jobs within the actual university. So for me, it was literally just a quick little brief 10-second chat with one of the girls on the stall. She told me to take this, to fill in my information, and they will be sending out alerts for job opportunities, but to just check out the website. I think one of the reasons that I would want to stay at the university is that once I've graduated, I don't want to just go back to London, get a standard boring job like where I live. Once I've graduated, I'm still going to feel like I'm a student, so I still want to live in the student-based area. I've got used to know Nottingham now, so there's places that I like going to for drinks, for food, to hang out with friends. So I think for me, to just stay up here for a year or maybe slightly longer than that, depending on what other jobs or who else I manage to connect with over the upcoming months, will determine obviously whether I stay here or not. But I think for the first year at least, I would definitely like to stay up north somewhere, whether that's something like Leicester, Leeds, Manchester, Nottingham, somewhere like that. But Nottingham is probably my first choice. I also had a look at, like I said, at the RAF stand, so I'm not actually going to be joining the Royal Air Force, and I don't think I'll be applying for any of the jobs here, but I spoke to one of the guys who is in charge of the stand, and they do have a role as a photographer, but you can only do the photographer role for 27 days, I think 27 days in the year, and it's an extra on top of an ordinary RAF role. So they are an RAF military member who happens to do photography, but it's not something you can just go in for and do as photography. And the other thing he mentioned was that there is an opportunity to do media related stuff, but I'd have to do all the training beforehand, which is so many months, have to wear a uniform, and then do the media stuff from there. But I feel like it would be a little bit too much like cadets. I did cadets for a couple of, like 7 years? No, it couldn't have been that long. I think I did cadets for about 3 or 4 years. So I feel like this would be a step up, but not what I want to go into. In terms of the media side, it sounds interesting, like taking pictures of all the different, like they call them crime scenes, but it's like plane crashes and that sort of thing, which would be really, really fun. But I don't know, it's an option, but at the moment, I don't think that's exactly what I want to go into. And again, I think some of the bases are near London, so that's not where I want to go. There was a company called Cooper Parry, which is a group of accountants. Again, I'm not really sure accounting or tax or that sort of thing is my thing. But the reason that I decided to go to this stand was because there was just a ball just sitting there, like the animal ball, like a massive ball in the middle of the in the middle of the graduate hall. And I just thought, actually, what is this all about? And yeah, 97% of the people feel that their job is good for the development, 8.6 out of 10, happiness score, 91% of people have been there for more than a year. They've had over 50 promotions, up from 30% last year, and they're the #1 accountants firm in the Midlands. But again, like I said, I don't really know much about accounting, business, finance, that really isn't my area of expertise. But I think in terms of the way they approached the students, it was quite nice, rather than them just all standing there in suits, telling us what specific roles we have and stuff. The fact that they advertised themselves in a more fun, elegant and outgoing sort of way, which is how the lady described their agency to me, it made me feel a little bit at ease, but it's not like I'm gonna ever go for that sort of role. It was just a different way to see how accountants work, as opposed to just the standard in a suit, 9 to 5, doing whatever. They have a bit of a creative twist on their company, so that was quite interesting. So for anybody interested in accounting, Cooper Parry, could potentially have a look at them and see what roles they have available. I also had a look at postgraduate opportunities, so I think that is doing an extra 1 to 3 years of a master's degree. I don't think I will be doing a master's degree because I think once I've got my education at undergraduate level, I think then I'm pretty much ready for work. I've got enough experience. I've had a variety of different placements, including helping out the university and all of those sorts of things that I've added onto my website. But yeah, there was an open event to have information about that, so I might go along to that just to get some more information, to make some contacts, or just to sort of show my face. The next company that I spoke to was actually called NSEC. So they're a utility industry, they're enabling a better utility industry through great software. So they help energy suppliers provide better customer service through modern technology and the power of data. I think they said they've connected with a variety of the bigger companies such as British Gas, and they have so many millions of a turnover every year. Again, I don't really know much about the figures, or I don't really know much about the gas sort of industry, but I did ask if they had any potential marketing and social media opportunities available. The lady I spoke to had only been working there for 7 weeks, and she said they haven't got any positions open at the moment, but they are looking for someone or for people to potentially help with the online side of their company. And again, one of the things that we both agreed on, well, I pretty much suggested it, that working for a company that isn't fully developed, like working for a company that is still growing, is good, because then you grow with the company, your skills and experience will also grow with the company, and then once that company gets successful or has some sort of massive turnover, you can say, well, actually, I was part of that input for the initial running or the initial startup for that company, and it would look good on you to have on a CV. So yeah, she told me about potential opportunities available. She also said to connect with them on LinkedIn, and obviously I love LinkedIn. And I probably will do a separate video based on LinkedIn, like why I use it so much, why it is so much better than some of the other social media apps, and actually how you can utilize it to find jobs, placements, and even just connect with other interesting people. So that's a company called NSEC. The next opportunity that I looked at was graduate opportunities at the Nottinghamshire County Council. So that's potentially helping out with public sector jobs and roles in and around Nottingham. So the lady I spoke to said it's a 2-year paid work experience. It's 4 separate work experiences, 2 per each year. And they try and put you in the sector that you want to go into. So she said to me she was studying something like business or something like maths when she was doing an undergraduate. And when she began her graduate course for the Nottingham County Council, she was put in an adult care home, but she was in charge of the business acumen and admin side behind it, as opposed to actually dealing with the customers and the elderly people herself. She was doing the business and the digital mathematical side, but in a business that wasn't designed for that. So when I was talking to her about me and my interest in media, I wouldn't necessarily be put in a media industry or a media company, but I would be put within a business or within an organisation or within a charity where potentially I could get involved, get my hands on some sort of social media, digital marketing role. And then either way, after those 2 years, you've got an extra 2 years of paid work experience in an industry, which you can add to a CV, you can add to an online portfolio, and then get a job after that. So that is an opportunity for people who want to work in the public sector, for those who just want to get a bit of extra paid experience, and for those who potentially want to stay in Nottingham just doing something. So 2 years graduate programme there. Again, that is quite a high possibility I will end up doing that. I feel like I am quite a people's person. I try and put people before myself, which sometimes isn't a good thing, but at the same time, that's what the public sector is. It's you are giving a service or you are providing people with something, so you sort of have to put the customers first. I also spoke to a company called the Ministry of Defence. I think this is the defence equipment and support version, or the defence equipment and support part of the Ministry of Defence. So they're more based around finance, professional projects, and I think the guy I spoke to said it's to do with engineering, making sure that the planes stay in the air, the boats stay in the water, and the tanks stay on the tracks or something. The way he said it was, he sold it very, very well. Didn't speak to him for very long because obviously this isn't my sort of area either. But again, it was just interesting to see something like this be advertised to students, because potentially there will be someone there that absolutely loves engineering, or somebody there that absolutely loves the Ministry of Defence, and obviously this would be the perfect job for them. And again, with some of the others, they have the QR code on the back. So if anyone that did go to the fair and that is interested in engineering, if you would like the QR code, you can find it online. Ministry of Defence, the Defence Equipment and Support part. Then the next one, I briefly mentioned it before, ASDA, so save money and live better. So again, the graduate opportunities, it was a mix of buying, George Fashion, data science and finance. And obviously when I explained my interests, my skills, the lady told me to sort of forget about the bottom two and have a look at the programme requirements for buying and for George Fashion. So one of them, so for the buying section, rotations could include buying, merchandising, category planning and the supply chain. And for the George Fashion, buying and merchandising, online sourcing and the design and being creative. So what it means by rotations is that I believe it's either a 2 or 3 year graduate programme and there are 3 rotations. So for one part, you might be doing one aspect of working at ASDA. One rotation, you would do something slightly different, third one something slightly different. And not only does it give you a bit of an advantage because you've then worked in 3 different parts of the company, but you can also get to, I think you get paid for it and you get to meet all different people. So I think that's one of the benefits for doing something like this, because not only do you get paid, not only do you get experience, not only are you working for a very big brand, ASDA, but you actually get to see the different types of roles available. You can network and connect with other people, and someone might go, oh, I really liked what you did here. My brother's got a camera company, la la la, or my sister's got an engineering firm if you want to work for her, or something like that, and then you get to interlink with people that way. So that was ASDA. And then last but not least, the final one that I brought up was the Mountbatten programme, which is in New York, London. I think it was in Tokyo, but I don't think I got picked up the Tokyo one. So this is providing a career-defining programme for international internships, postgraduate study and cultural exchanges, along with a lot of alumni work. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze. And when I spoke to the guy at the desk who was actually promoting this particular company, I obviously asked, is there any sort of media or digital marketing sort of roles? And he did say there were data analyst, data entry roles, but it couldn't just be general. It would have had to have been like 1 to 2 years in a business firm or a finance firm doing the data entry. So instead of just moving around like names and photos and stuff, more like business and potential coding and stuff like that. And obviously I haven't had that experience, but I took a leaflet just in case I get the experience. The guy seemed quite friendly, and I actually really liked his shirt as well. So that's pretty much sold that one for me. Although I'm not going to ever go into that because, like I said, business happens all the time. So I'm not going to just define that I definitely want to go into business. Business happens everywhere. And obviously finance, I am quite good at quick-based maths and short-time maths and however else you phrase it, but that isn't the industry I want to go into. I know for me, it's something along the lines of media, any form of social media, some marketing, digital marketing, public speaking potentially. So I'm pretty much open to anything. I think for me, any job is a good job. As long as I'm getting sufficient money to pay for myself, pay my way, be able to buy nice gifts and stuff for family and friends and potentially go on holiday, travel, pay rent, mortgage, that sort of thing. Eventually get a house, maybe a dog, boyfriend, but obviously don't pay for a boyfriend, you just get one. That's pretty much my plan. My plan is just to be successful and be able to just live on the job that I have. That is what all these graduate fairs and freshers fairs and voluntary fairs are all about. It's just about helping students get as many opportunities as they can, whether it's voluntary, whether it's a work placement, whether it's paid work, unpaid work, just somewhere to just show your face, say, look, my name is XYZ, these are my skills, this is my experience, this is the sort of role I'm looking for. Do you need or want someone like me? If not, where can I go? Who can I speak to? Do you know anybody else that might want someone like me? And then from there, it's just up and away, pretty much. But yeah, I think that was it for this video. I just thought, actually, I went to the Freshers Fair today. I got a little bit of inspiration. I just wanted to sort of give a few of the examples of some of the opportunities available. So some of the companies that, if you're graduating this year, that are taking on graduates are your own universities. So whichever university you go to, you've got ASDA, your local councils, Mountbatten for Life, the RAF, a company called NSEC, Cooper Parry, so an accountant's agency, and many others. But these are all the leaflets that I got from the fair I went to today. But if anybody has any questions about Freshers Fair, Graduate Fair, Work Placement Fair, the jobs and stuff that you want to go into, leave your comments down below. I can try and give as much advice as I can give personally based on experiences that I've had, people that I know and stuff that I've done. But yeah, for those of you that are graduating either this year or next year or the year after, or if you're just about to start university, 100% I would recommend you going to these Freshers Fairs, these graduate fairs, work placement fairs, any form of fair, because they are fair and they do get you jobs, they do give you good opportunities, and even if you don't end up liking anything there, at least you've made a connection with someone. If you speak to someone about a job and then while they're speaking you realise, actually, that's really not my cup of tea, it's not really for me, just grab a name, grab a business card, chuck them on a message or something on LinkedIn, just so they have your connection, and then they might go, actually, I saw you at the fair, we've got this opportunity now happening at our agency, or this thing has just popped up down the road if you want to see if there's an opportunity, whether the opportunity suits you or not. So it's just about connections. You as an individual have your own skills, your own qualities, your own strengths and weaknesses, and people will take you on as you. People won't take you on based on people you know. People won't take you on based on what you know. It's just you as a person. Do you have the right skills? Do you have the right qualities? Are you motivated to work in your particular industry? If so, there shouldn't be any reason for someone to say no. But yeah, that is it for this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what sort of content would you like me to post. I've got over 50 different university ideas. I've got over 50 different YouTube ideas at the moment. I'm currently in the works to try and fix some of them. Sorry, there's a fly on the wall and I got it. But yeah, I'm at that stage where I'm trying to keep current with my content. I don't want to do too much, oh, this is what's happened in the past. No, this is a project I worked on 5 years ago, because if you would have seen it, then that's great. If you didn't, I'm sure I would have posted about it somewhere or put it on some sort of CV or website or document or whatever. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions about anything, queries, any information they want to know about anything to do with university, accommodation, student life, then let me know in the comments. And like I said, I've got a lot of other video ideas at the ready. I just need to find the time to film them, edit them, and obviously get them on YouTube. But yeah, that's all for now. If you did enjoy, don't forget to support me and my channel and my life and whatever. And I will see you very, very soon for another video. And until then, goodbye. Work hard, bitch.